Hello friends, of followers and friends, this is our fourth lecture. So far we have seen for the general opinion is, or you can say personal opinion of Francis Bacon is that followers are not to be liked. For one thing, they tax your purse, another is they will be disturbing your mental peace with many requests. And then we saw that type of followers: ordinary, factious, glorious, and spice. And each one you can see what they are doing. And another point that we saw, the third one is following can be civil and honorable. For example, if you have got a private army and you send them to perform some duty and they come back victorious, that is civil and it's a great thing, isn't it? Then secondly, for virtue's sake, some people follow gurus and sannyasis and so on. That is also great. Advancement in virtues. Now today we will see the next point, that is sentence 10 begins, and yet where there is no eminent odds, means no problem. Eminent odd means not much problem, insufficiency. So when you are okay in peacetime, you don't have much problem, then it is better to take with the more passable than with the more able. If you select more able followers, they will become, say, oversmart. Understand? Sometimes it can happen. So it's better in ordinary times, peace time, no problem, no eminent odds. Odds means you have got problem, eminent odds, and ODDS odds. And such cases you better select. You see, ordinary people with whom we can deal easily, passable followers, that is better. And besides, to speak truth, in base times, active men are of more use than virtuous. So you have four kinds of followers again you find here. One passable, then you find able, then you have got active and virtuous. So when you request, there are some odds. And besides, to speak truth, to tell you the truth, base times. Base time means, difficult times. Difficult times, it is better to have active men as your followers than how to select followers, that's the thing. Here it is not selection, it is not type but selection. How to select followers according to the context. If it's peace time, no problem, passable, there are people with whom you can deal easily, not difficult ones. Then say able. Able people could be, say they might become very oversmart. So they may even criticize you. That's what he says. Bacon says. Secondly, if base time is tough times, it's better to have active people than virtuous people. Virtuous people, when you have no problem, nothing at all. You can have virtuous people, you can select them. Otherwise, a tough time, for example, there is a flood. You have to surmount that flooding situation. If you have virtuous people, they will kneel down and pray. Active people, they will act. That's the difference. Understand? Yeah. Sentence 12. It is true that in government, now speaking about government, how to deal with your followers in the government. Followers means that is your the employees in the government. So it is true that government, it is good to use men of one rank equally. Suppose you have got IAS officers. All the IAS officers should be treated equally. Otherwise what will happen? Some people will become very proud. When you give special treatment to somebody, they will become insolent. Insolent means they will become very proud. And others discontented. Means they will get dissatisfied. Because they are also, then what will they do? They will be claiming the due. A due means, so I read out the sentence without reading, I was telling you the summary of that sentence. So it is true that in government, it is good to use men of one rank equally. See, you have got, suppose in your department you have got 10 lecturers, then let them be treated equally. For to countenance some extraordinarily is to make them insolent. Countenance means treat them. If you treat them, some of them as extraordinarily, some of them extraordinarily, they will become insolent, proud and arrogant. See, insolence of office you have heard. Yes, insolent. And the rest discontent. The remaining, suppose you have got 10 lecturers in the department. 2 of them you treat extraordinarily, give very VIP position. Then the other 8 will be discontent. Discontentment they will show. That is, they will be dissatisfied because they may claim a due. Because they also want such a treatment. If you don't give such treatment, they will be dissatisfied. Listen. Now, but contrariwise, nevertheless, you say, or if you say the other way, if you consider the other way, in favor to use men with much difference and the election is good. Otherwise means, I have already, Bacon says, already I told you, don't give extraordinary importance to anyone. If you give extraordinary importance to some people, then what will happen? They will become very proud, others will become dissatisfied. Because they also will claim their due. But he says, practically, he says, you prefer some people, they will be thankful to you. And the other people whom you don't prefer, they will be officious. Officious means willing to give you help. But contrariwise, in favor, if I tell you the other side of the thing, it is better in favor to use men with much difference, and the election is good, for it maketh the persons preferred more thankful to you, and the rest more officious, because all is of favor. If you, with the common sense, use your common sense, treat them with difference, and then also with the election means choice, option, choice, then those whom you prefer, they will be thankful to you. Others will be officious. Officious means willing to do service to you, because they also want to come up to that level. They are in favor. It is good discretion not to make too much of a man at the first, because one cannot hold out that proposition. Very good. Sometimes what happens? In a department there will be 9 people. Then another person joins, a new lecturer. I am speaking from the background of teaching and academy. And suppose he comes with the first class, first rank. Then head of the department will give special attention to him, extraordinary care, see, importance and so on. But if you do that, at the entry point, you may not be able to continue that till the end. So treat them equally. Don't give too much at the end. That is it. It is good discretion not to make too much of anyone. Don't give too much importance to any person. Can be entry level or in between. Sometimes what happens, if you find you have got 10 lecturers in the department, the head of the department will always consult one person. And after some time, there could be some kind of a misunderstanding between the two. Then you will not be able to continue that consultation. You got the point. Same thing with the students also. Some days, some teachers will say, oh, so-and-so is my favorite student. And this favorite student will be shown favors, special notes will be given, the teacher prepared notes will be given directly, handed over to him or her. So very special treatment. After some day you will hear that student whom you treat specially or show favor, he will go, sometimes he will start speaking against you. Then what will you do? You cannot continue that special favor later. So therefore, don't give too much importance to anybody. That is it. It is good discretion. The discretion means the way you decide. Discretion, not to make too much of any man at the first, because one cannot hold out that proposition. You may not be able to continue that. First impression is the best impression, we will say. there is no second best impression, all those things are there. But still, remember, you have to be moderate. Again, Aristotle's golden rule, that is, the golden rule, the golden rule of the middle. Virtue starts in media, virtue lies in the middle. Golden mean, that is called the golden mean. Neither too much nor too less. Listen, this is the case with everyone. Sometimes what happens, when you get married, then it happens. That is, first time you will, for the first 2 or 3 months, you will be very loving and very merciful. And after some days, what happens? So the actual problems of life will come up in life. Then that too much of the care that you gave too much, either way, can be husband or wife. Then otherwise, in the beginning it is God and Goddess. They worship each other. But after some day, some misunderstanding, small things can happen. And so that treatment, that kind of approach will slowly disappear. But if we keep a middle path, golden mean, Aristotle's law of the golden mean, then what happens? Means the golden rule. The golden rule is always keep the middle. Understand? Don't go either. See, for example, say, don't give too much respect or show any disrespect. None of this. Both are not good. Understand? So middle. That's the case with the department, in married life, in relationship with friends, in relationship with in every relation it is like that. Understand? So therefore. So today we have seen 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 sentences, and we have seen the main points are, if selection of your followers according to context. If there is no problem, passable people. Rather than, it's better sufficiency, better rather than able. There can be passable people. Passable means deal easily with. Persons with whom we can easily deal with. Passable people and then able people. If it is peacetime, no problem, then better you have passable people. Then second, if you have got problem, tough times, you have to solve a problem, then the best thing is that you select active people rather than virtuous people. That is. And in governments, department and all those things, what happens? People of one rank should be treated equally. Otherwise, those whom you give preferential treatment, they will become proud and insolent, arrogant, and the others will be dissatisfied. Understand? But at the same time, we say contrary-wise. If I tell you the other side of it, contrary-wise, the other side of it is that you can prefer some people. They will be thankful to you. And those who are not preferred by you, they will be officious. They will offer help to you so that they may also later become or get a preferential treatment. And again, do not give too much importance to one single person, because that importance, extraordinary importance that you give, or the respect you give, you may not be able to continue till the end. Therefore, as Aristotle has said, keep the golden mean. So in any relationship it is like that. Some days you will come, you have got already friends, and then you will come across another person. Oh, he is my best friend. This is my best friend. After 3 months you will see they are not on talking terms, they have already become enemies. So, but others still remain your friends. So this is actually what is happening in life. Therefore, be moderate in everything. Alright, so we have so far seen, as a rule, not liked, you have got 4 categories of followers. You have 2 types of following. Now we have got different people. You have able men, you have virtuous men, you have got passable people, you have got active people. Now this, according to situation, you should choose. Then in government, treat people of one rank equally. Otherwise some will become proud and others will become dissatisfied. On the other hand, to be practical, You can prefer some, they will be thankful to you. If the others will be officious or ready to help you, so that later in life, later after some time, they may also be preferred by you. And another important thing is that in any relation, any kind of relation, don't give extraordinary importance to anyone, but keep the middle path. As Aristotle said, the golden mean or the virtue stands in the middle. Alright? I think you are following, you are enjoying. So this time, plenty time we are getting now for academic activities, but all the time you must be very careful about your health. Stay at home, very important. Some people ask me a question: stay at home or stay home? What is the difference between stay at home and stay home? Because this is a phrase very often we are using now. Stay at home, the British English we say stay at home, and Americans they like to say they prefer stay home because they would like to they want to be what we say ease in pronunciation and also ease in usage. Stay at home, one more word you have to say, but stay home. That's the one difference. Secondly, if you say stay at home, that is, it indicates willingness. I am staying at home. I am doing it with my willingness. Stay home is a condition. He is staying home. He cannot come out because he is sick. So stay at home, willingly you are staying. Stay home means is a condition of your existence. Condition means a situation, not condition and your rule and things like that, but a situation. He is staying home because he is sick or he has some work to do. But if you say he is staying at home, that means willingly he is doing it. So but let us stay at home. Let us stay at home these days because willingly you have to do it, and also with great, with a pleasure. Pleasure in the sense that you are helping others. It is a kind of help that you are giving to others. If you don't go out, it is a help in that way. So that you also consider, and you have plenty of time. I have got YouTube. On YouTube, I have some 900 lectures on various topics. So you have got post-colonial theory, literary criticism, cultural studies, then you have got linguistics, transformation generative grammar. You have, this is not advertisement, I am just telling you, so that if you would like to, you are PG students, I am addressing the PG students, and therefore history of language, you have Grimm's law, Werner's law, and traditional grammar, school grammar. School students, you can make use of my channel now these days. You are getting plenty of time, so I hope that you will be doing that, you will be benefiting out of that. When you come out of these days, come out more healthy and healthy, wealthy and wise. That's the thing. Healthy, wealthy and wise means wealthy also. You can be wealthy also this time. Because you are not spending too much money, so that money you can save for your future purpose. Hope it is clear, right? Bye. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life.